Welcome to this video on bitrate. Bitrate is a fundamental concept in digital media that determines how much data flows through your audio and video streams every single second. Understanding bitrate is essential if you work with any form of digital content, whether it's streaming music, watching videos, or managing network connections. Bitrate is defined as the amount of data processed per unit of time, measured in bits per second, commonly abbreviated as Bps. Think of it like the speed of water flowing through a pipe. A higher bitrate means more data is being transferred every second, which directly impacts the quality and file size of your audio and video content. This is why understanding bitrate matters for both content creators and consumers. Bitrate is expressed in different units depending on the scale. Kilobits per second, or kbps, represents 1,000 bits per second and is commonly used for audio streaming. Megabits per second, or Mbps, equals 1 million bits per second and is the standard unit for video streaming and internet downloads. Finally, gigabits per second, or Gbps, represents 1 billion bits per second and is used for high-speed network infrastructure and professional video production. There are two main approaches to encoding media. Constant bitrate, or CBR, maintains a fixed data rate throughout the entire file, which results in predictable file sizes and consistent quality. Variable bitrate, or VBR, adjusts the data rate dynamically based on content complexity. Simple scenes use lower bitrate while complex scenes use higher bitrate, resulting in better quality-to-size ratios and smaller overall files. Constant bitrate is preferred for streaming services, while variable bitrate is ideal for downloaded files and storage-conscious applications. Let's look at real-world bitrate examples. For audio streaming, standard quality uses around 128 kilobits per second, while high quality uses 320 kilobits per second. Video streaming varies significantly. Standard definition requires 1 to 5 megabits per second, high definition requires 5 to 25 megabits per second, and 4K resolution requires 25 megabits per second or higher. A typical broadband internet connection provides 50 to 500 megabits per second of download speed. Three primary factors influence the required bitrate for media. First, resolution. Higher resolution content like 4K requires higher bitrate to maintain acceptable visual quality. Second, frame rate. More frames per second means more data needs to be encoded, so higher frame rates require higher bitrate. Third, the codec or compression algorithm used. Different codecs have varying efficiency, so the same video encoded with different codecs may require different bitrates to achieve comparable quality. The relationship between bitrate and file size is straightforward. Multiply bitrate by duration to get file size. For example, a 1-hour video encoded at 5 megabits per second results in approximately 2.25 gigabytes. The same video encoded at 2.5 megabits per second uses only about 1.13 gigabytes. This demonstrates the fundamental trade-off. Higher bitrate produces better quality, but requires more storage space and faster internet connections to stream smoothly. Let's summarize the key concepts. Bitrate measures data flow per second and applies to all types of media. There's always a trade-off between quality and file size. Higher bitrate improves quality but increases storage and bandwidth requirements. Finally, when selecting a bitrate for your projects, consider your specific use case, the available bandwidth for streaming or transfer, and your quality requirements. With this understanding, you're now equipped to make informed decisions about bitrate for your media projects.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.